Here, drink this. I think we cracked the ionic balance this time, so it should make things go a little bit more smooth.
Matt, does that look like a 51-degree angle?
That is the cleanest 51.4 degree angle that I have ever seen in my life.
It's 55.
No way.
At best.
No way.
Don't be so cavalier, okay? Chris is placing his life in our hands. We need to take this seriously.
Well, I am taking this seriously. I know what a 51.4 degree angle looks like, my friend. And that is a 51.4 degree angle. Fine. We'll start over.
When dealing with a couple of bona fide geniuses, sometimes it's best to just smile and say yes. I never believed I would actually be in this position in the first place, but I guess if you keep looking, you'll eventually find what you're after. Darren and Matt had been an experimental physics team since they met at a NASA-sponsored rocket camp in college. Darren started off as a biologist, and Matt a chemist, so they do a little bit of everything. Sarah is a graduate student in psychology, but they all met when Darren decided they should start documenting some of their more recent experiments. Their work was breaking new ground, so they worked on the weekends to prevent the professors from stealing their ideas. But without going through their school, they didn't have access to the same pool of human test subjects. They were exhausting every avenue to find eager participants. Like me. Christopher James Columbus. A college dropout, jobless American everyman, looking for excitement. A big picture kind of guy. Eager to experience the mysteries of the universe.
So what do you say?
Their experiments were risky, but if I could play a small part in changing the course of history with these amazing geniuses, I had to do it. So I said yes.
And how are you feeling?
I feel fine.
Pulse at 70?
Open wide. Well, everything looks good.
Chris, we're going to need you to sign these.
The NDA of the day.
Thanks, Sarah.
Okay, one more thing. We're going to need to measure your breathing.
Sure. We just need to see how long you can hold your breath, and that should cover everything we need.
That's fine.
Okay. And go.
While they worked out the kinks in their bigger experiments, they started me on a series of smaller tests to make sure I was physically and mentally ready for what was coming. They were constantly telling me that I could quit if anything ever got to be too much, but after what they had shown me when I met them, I knew this was just the beginning. I wasn't gonna back out no matter what. Although some experiments seemed to have very little to do with their work, I smiled, said yes, and did what I was asked. This wasn't for me. This was for the world at large. Plus, they insisted on giving me $50 each session for my time. Not bad no matter how you slice it. After a couple of months, it was time for the experiment I've been waiting for. I suited up to make history, like the brave men and women who ventured into the unknown reaches of space before me. I was never allowed to tell my family or friends what I was doing, but then again, they never really asked. They probably wouldn't believe me anyway.
One minute and 52 seconds.
It's actually quite impressive.
What'd you guys need that for again?
I think we can all agree that last week didn't go as we hoped.
What? What are you looking at me for?
51 degrees.
Oh, you don't know that was my fault. We were still working out the kinks. How was I to know he was going to transport into a car trunk?
Guys, I'm really not upset. You guys did your part, I'm doing mine. It's fine.
Well, I apologize for my colleague, but your enthusiasm is much appreciated. So, we have double-checked all of our formula from last time,
And the generator alignment angles.
and we are confident that this time will go much more smoothly.
All right. Let's do it.
Chris, I'm going to need to ask you some questions for the camera.
Yeah, of course.
It's not a quiz, it's just for our final report.
So it'll be clearer what you know and what you don't.
And feel free to take this time to ask any questions in case Matt or Darren haven't clarified anything for you yet.
Let's do it.
How long will you be gone?
2 hours, I think.
2 to 3, approximately. Yes.
And what is your goal?
To find out where I am.
Where and when. We need you to get as many details as you can so we can perfect our calculations. It's, sort of an art at this point.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know why you only have 2 hours? Again, this is just for our notes.
It's because of the time part of the machine, the chemicals involved or something.
That's pretty close, yeah.
Would you like Darren to explain the details to you again?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Related to this, do you remember what we told you about the process we're using? Specifically, what can you tell us about active evaporative time projection?
Again, this is not a quiz.
I honestly don't remember, but I'm gonna get back in one piece, right?
Well, that's the plan.
Well, I trust you guys. You've done your part. This is my part.
Chris, do you have a cell phone on you?
Yeah.
Do you mind letting me hold on to it?
Yeah, of course.
Do you have any other equipment on you?
No.
Here, I'm gonna need you to keep this on you at all times. I finished modifying the software on it for data collection last night.
He was able to hack it to work with the compass and gyroscope to do positioning without GPS. So you should have an accurate readout of your location no matter where or when you go.
Unless you go to another planet altogether. I don't have any maps for Mars in there.
You're not going to Mars, Chris. We can guarantee that.
Well, no, we can't guarantee that, but we are 99.7% sure that you are going to be on Earth.
Mars is awesome too.
Some of the features, like the clock, may still be a little bit buggy, but just take it with a grain of salt or whatever.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there's just one more catch. Since we don't know precisely when or where you're going to be, you need to be very careful not to lose it.
I don't even want to think about what would happen if this phone fell into the wrong hands. So basically, don't alter history. Think you can not do that?
I won't let it out of my sight.
Don't let anyone else see it, either.
Okay.
Do you have any questions for us?
Let's do this!
Be careful.
Don't lose that phone.
Good luck.
"100 years ago to the day."
It worked!
A surge of deja vu rushed through my body. I was standing on the unbuilt street outside the apartment building where I live in the present. Rather than standing around in awe of my future surroundings, I decided to head to the science lab. After walking there at least once a week for the last 3 months, it would be a cinch, even without any familiar landmarks. Of course, I also had the phone to help me. 99 years and 9 months from this day, I would find Matt and Darren's business card in the bookstore that hasn't yet been built here. And I would meet them at the coffee shop across the street. It was awesome. I assumed the university would be built by 1913, but I wasn't positive. For the first time, I was able to walk right on campus without checking in with security. In the middle of what would be the science lab sat a familiar presence. I knew he had met somewhere, but when? And why was he dressed exactly like me? My mind raced with 1,000 thoughts. What if it was me? How did I get here? He didn't look much like me, but neither does my grandfather. Was I in the past? Was it really 1913? Or maybe I was in the future? Was I in an alternate reality altogether? Should I turn around and go back? Should I talk to myself? What if I destroy the fabric of time? Before I had the opportunity to form a straight answer, my feet had started walking.
Hi. Hello there. Have a seat.
No, thanks. I prefer to stand.
My name is Christopher James Columbus.
That's my name.
I am from the future.
I'm from the future also.
What have you got in your pocket? I sense an unfamiliar radiation signature.
Despite his strange mannerisms, he felt so familiar I acted without thinking. Are you talking about this?
What the hell is this? What the hell are you? Where did you get this?
Man.
What is this?
Old man, get away from him!
That was too close.
The name's Sarah.
Christopher.
Hello, Christopher. Don't worry about him. He's just a crazy old drunk.
If potential future me was the town drunk, at least no one would believe him about my phone. But now I was face to face with a bona fide pioneer woman.
What's the matter? You never seen a woman before?
Oh, sorry. Her hair, her name,
I haven't seen you here.
even her general disposition.
No, I'm from out of town.
We're glad you came. Come with me.
I started to realize she may be Sarah's grandmother or even great-grandmother. I need to remember to ask her who she was named after.
This is an interesting place.
After our parents died, my brother and I figured we'd head west. See where we landed. For now, this is where we are.
So, where is everyone else?
You know, out, doing, various things. This is where we live. Come on in, I'll get you some milk. Christopher, meet my brother Mark.
Well, nice to meet you, Christopher. Hope you're not intending on making with my sister. I'm just kidding. Come, sit down. Take a load off. Sarah, fixing some milk. Desert in June will do that to you.
Did you say June? I thought it was April.
Oh, don't we wish? Might be tolerable if it were April.
You are all sorts of mixed up, aren't you?
Desert in June.
And what's today's date?
June 27th.
1913?
No, silly. 1920.
Sure is a strange one, Sarah.
I figured the sour milk had just gone straight through me,
Are you okay?
but then I remember what was in my pocket. Excuse me a minute. Hello?
Chris, can you hear me?
Matt?
Chris, you have to be careful.
I am.
Watch your back, Chris. Don't lose the phone.
Matt seemed concerned. He was calling me from the future, so he must know something. What was about to happen? I needed to be careful.
Hey, where'd you guys go?
I'm in the WC, Christopher. I'll be back inside in a minute. Mark went to find supper.
Unfortunately, I wasn't careful enough.
Chris, how many figures am I holding up?
3. Chris, you were given specific instructions not to lose the phone. I am at a heightened state of irritation right now.
What are you talking about?
Chris, you must have left the phone and someone found it.
Do you hear that? That's what happens in a future where cell phones get introduced too early. It's chaos.
No, I didn't mean to. Let me go back and fix this.
Can you tell me this? When and where were you?
I was here. The phone said it was April 1st, 1913. Then I met some people. They said it was June 27th, 1920. I don't know which was right.
Probably the people don't trust the phone. Ugh, you left a buggy cell phone in 1920. Great.
Is there any way the people you met could have stolen your phone?
No, I don't think so.
Did you leave it somewhere?
What is the last thing you remember?
I remember getting a call from Matt telling me to be careful.
Well, clearly you didn't listen, but I never made that call.
Don't worry about him, Chris. What happened next?
I went back in the house and I know who it might be. This old guy, the town drunk, he saw my phone.
Chris, you were given specific instructions not to show anyone the phone.
I didn't mean to.
Focus, Chris. Now I think we have enough to go on. If we can get you back, can you fix this?
Yes, please let me go back. I can fix this.
Okay, Chris. We're counting on you.
No one would believe the day I had. I went 93 years in the past, met someone who was probably not, but still could possibly be a cyborg version of myself from the future, met the potential great-grandmother of one of my best friends, and on top of that, there I was, trying to correct an alternate future that I accidentally created by getting my phone stolen. It seemed too crazy to be real, but it felt too real to be crazy.
Where'd you guys go?
I'm in the WC, Christopher. I'll be back inside in a minute. Mark went to find supper.
This must be right after my phone call from the future. The old drunk followed me inside, and then I wanted to ask Sarah and Mark for help, but I had no idea if I'd be lying unconscious on the floor and cause another rift by seeing myself. It just wasn't worth it. So I decided to stay out of sight and go after that old man. Pioneer Sarah would always believe I left this desolate little town as quickly as I'd entered, but that was for the best.
Somebody help me!
Telling her the truth would screw things up more than I already had. And given what I know about the future, maybe Sarah or Mark would renovate this old town into a university. But that would never happen if I didn't get my phone back. And then I return to the present.
You might want to let go.
Dude, you could have at least taken him out of the water first. You could have killed him.
I was okay. I was being careful.
Oh yeah, electricity and water. Textbook careful.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
Yeah, it was fun. Matt told me some stuff about it, some kind of psychology thing, right? I wasn't sure what to put on my resume.
Yeah, it's actually part of my graduate thesis project. I'm a psychologist. You could say something like a better role in psychology project for now.
Very cool. What's your thesis project?
Well, that's still evolving.
Thank you, you guys. You guys were both great.
Yeah, well, let us know if you need us again.
For sure.
Do.
We just might. But yeah, for now we need to go.
One more scene.
This is pretty fun, yo.
Yeah, I'm sad it's the last one.
Not necessarily.
What's this?
Are we doing cryogenic freezing next? Can I play Walt Disney?
Guys, no joke. I have like 4 more voicemails from people who sell the business cards.
This bookstore thing works so much better than Craigslist.
So maybe we could do 4 more of these.
Yeah, only if they buy into the rocket.
Yeah, and only if your thesis committee buys into what you've already done. They may find it too unethical to allocate more research funds for new subjects.
We told him he could stop at any time. I feel perfectly fine about my ethics. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Well, we're almost home free. Let's just hope he doesn't wake up again.
I'll tase him again. That was pretty fun.
Okay, John. Okay, buddy.
I gotta go. It was real fun. See you guys Monday.
See you Monday.
Thanks, John. Bye. Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Action.
I'm sorry I doubted you, Chris. You did it. You got the phone back and you saved the future.
That was an expertly executed job, Chris.
I see a little bit of carbon residue from the journey.
Heart rate is 110?
A little bit more excited than last time, huh, buddy? Aw, hey, come on, guys. Let's give it up one more time for Chris.
Honestly, I was a little shocked. The last thing I remembered was being drowned in a stagnant bucket of water in 1920, and there I was, back in the present with my closest friends. It would take a few days for the weight of it all to settle, and the immense stress of this whole ordeal would give way for the tremendous pride of having saved the world. Thanks, guys!
So we're gonna need you to recount exactly what happened, and then we're gonna have a series of follow-ups.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel?
I feel... awesome? Could someone pinch me?
Do you really want one of us to pinch you?
No, I just can't believe I'm back here.
I can only imagine.
Christopher, if you don't mind, I'm going to need you to look toward the camera and tell us exactly what happened, okay?
This must be what war heroes feel like.
Okay. I am taking Sarah's camera for just a second because, well, you have to see this.
He's gonna hear it.
No, he's not gonna hear anything over that awful noise. All right, so, this is our spaceship. It's just a refrigerator that we took all the shells out of, and we added some little electronics to make it look more legit. And yeah, that's about it. Oh yeah, and of course the awful noise. Can't forget that. Window. Oh yeah, the window. Okay, so we cut a hole in the back of the refrigerator and put a TV screen in. I can't get any closer because he's totally in there right now, but the dude thinks it's a spaceship.
Oh shit! Did you guys hear that?
Crap. Dude, we're so not ready for this.
I told you we should give him a sedative.
John, you know how to use a taser?
No.
It's easy.
All right, John, we're gonna need you to go back there and taser him.
All right.
Just put this up to his neck and push this button. Did it work?
Yep.
All right, we have to go back.
This really sucks, you guys. We can't finish it.
You saw John.
Oh, come on, he's not gonna remember. This is Chris we're talking about.
I don't think we can do it this week.
I agree. Damn it.
Careful. Careful. Darren, you're gonna wake him up.
It's a pretty good sedative, okay?
Sarah just texted. She says the actors are ready.
Okay, I think we're good.
What do you want me to do?
Nothing. We're doing pretty well. The heat's gonna wake him up in about 10 minutes, so we gotta get out of here.
I've got the sweeper.
All right. And you sure he's got the cell phone on him?
Yep.
Hey.
All right, Darren, why don't you lead the way? John, follow behind us. Make sure we don't leave any footprints.
Okay. Let's go. Let's just hope he knows how to read a map.